cup up with some leans. Yeah, put my dick in your bitch please. Yeah, rats.
Yo, why don't you tell Joe Byron to take me out to dinner already? I'm out here waiting, hoping, praying. Just want to go out to dinner. Joe Byron on your dime. You know what I'm saying? Anyways, so this video, we're going to do an alignment on the silver GTR. Basically, that car drives the steering wheel crooked, has been for a while now. And the car also pulls to the same direction the steering wheel is turned at the moment. Normally, like when you do alignments, you always square the rear first and then you do the front afterwards. In my case, I actually adjusted the rear alignment already once before, and I don't remember if it was dead square, because I mean, any little change can cause, you know, different shit, right? So I'm gonna try to do the front today and get it squared. I also hate doing alignments because when you have ball slam cars like that, you have to, there's a whole procedure always to like getting the car off the ground, right? You know what I'm saying? So like, no jacks fit underneath this shit. You know what I mean? So it makes it super fucking pain in the ass to do this shit. So that means the silver car is just as bad as this one, even though funny enough, it's not as low as this one, but it's just as bad. So I'd have to bring the car in, put my alignment boards on, see where it stands, and then kind of go from there. And then to lift the car up, I have to take it back out, put wood down, drive over the wood, lift it up, check my adjustments, put it back down, get it off the wood, pull the wood back out, pull the car out, pull the car back in, so reset the suspension, check the alignment again, go drive it, see how the steering wheel's pulling. You see where I'm going with this? Shit ain't fucking sweet, little baby. So I'm gonna do some alignment shit. You're gonna watch some alignment shit. And then I'll tell you some of the stuff I be doing either before, after, whatever. Also, if you watched the previous episode, TV, station, channel, movie, whatever you wanna fucking call it, you watched it all the way to the end, you would know that I got the website up and running and working. And this is actually one of the shirts here. I got no idea if you can see it, but this is the one shirt that I have on there, and I got a hat too, so if you like wearing hats, you can wear one of them shits. And I got more designs coming. That takes a lot of time actually, because talking back and forth with like people that make designs and then making adjustments and everything else, it usually takes like a month. Will take me like a month, because you know what I'm saying. So yeah, from now on, all the things I'm putting out there is gonna have the website on there, so you can purchase it if you think that's cool shit. And let's finish this shit up by doing some alignment shit. Boom. So when I drive the car and it goes straight, the wheel's like this a little bit, right? Not by a lot, but just enough. You know, it's not gonna do it pulling into the garage, but essentially that's what I'm trying to battle here. And it doesn't help that all 4 of my tires are flipped. So when they got pulled around before, when the tires got pulled around before, they tires have a memory. So when you wear them a certain way, do a certain thing, they basically, how do I put it? They basically all cut certain directions a certain way. So even if you flip them, they're still cut the way they used to be. And the tire's memory still remembers how it used to be direction. So the car will actually, it'll cause the car to pull around something, you know what I mean? There's so many reasons to cause the car to pull and, you know, act up crazy. Tire pressure, you know, one control arm being out, or just some like weird shit, right? So yeah, for right now, I'm gonna start by doing the simple tasks first. So let's go over that shit. All right, so to give you some context of what I'm gonna fucking do over here in this bitch, you know what I'm saying? What I have are alignment boards or toe plates. Let's see, okay. So that's what this is, right? This is a toe plate. All right. Now, in my opinion, Longacre makes the better toe plates. You have 2 different height adjustments here, you know what I'm saying? And then I like the little kick out here that it has. And then just when you look at some of the other alignment plates, boards, whatever you want to call them, that are on the market. I think these are the best, and these are like only 80 bucks. And it comes with 2 of those because you need to put one on the other wheel. And it comes with 2 of these guys, you know what I'm saying? So that's pretty sick. So just to give you context of how this works is you line the center of the board up with the center of your wheel, right? And then what you're doing is you're measuring the distance of the back of your wheel from one wheel to the other wheel to the front distance of the front of your wheel to the other front of your wheel. So what you do is you're in the measuring tape from one side all the way to here, from the other side all the way to here. And then you'll pull the tapes out and you'll read where they measure. And if the number is smaller in the front, then that means you're toe in. If the number is larger in the front, you're toe out. Now, being that Nissan steering racks are behind is versus like a BMW where the steering racks in the front is gonna determine how you make your adjustments. You know what I mean? So toe in is still toe in, toe out is still toe out. However, no matter what, the first thing you should do is center your rack. You should make sure your steering rack is centered all the way. You know what I'm saying? Because if not, you can have 2 turns to lock to right, but then 3 turns to lock to left, which makes absolutely no sense. You know what I mean? And believe me when I tell you, that shit happens way more than you fucking think. And I gotta be honest, a lot of alignment places, they don't give a shit about centering your rack. So they will just throw your car on the alignment machine, go, okay, yeah, you're within spec, boom, you be out. But then like, you'll make more corners one way, more turns one way, less turns the other way. You know what I mean? So alignment places should be squaring your rack first, then you do your alignment from your back to your front. You know what I mean? Do all places do that? Of course not. You know what I mean? But so yeah, that's how the alignment boards work, just to kind of give you the context. So that way when you see me doing it, you're not lost. If you don't know how to, if you've never done it, or if you've never seen it before, you know what I'm saying? So if you want to know more about this type of shit, there's YouTube videos out there. I suggest you check those out.
Tequila style. Eat the worm. Tequila spice, hot night, feeling right, sipping on Jose Cuervo. Down in Tijuana, Mexico, thinking of the big score the night before. Met the connect, who was impressively dressed in high fabrics with troops like Beirut. Upon the mezzanine, brandishing submachine guns. Hey yo, it's all about the money, son. Now that's the only reason. Became south of the border to complete this work order. We gotta get it. No looking back, going all out for it.
All right, so to give you an idea, okay. All right, so to give you an idea of what I'm talking about, you align it 76.5 and one line, right? So that's where this is. It's hard to do this one fucking handed, so bear with me here. All right, and then this side, we go 76.5, and it's 3 lines past 76.5. So what does that mean? Means my shit towed out in this bit, babe. I gotta turn my headphones up now. So yeah, basically my car's towed out in the front. Boom, that's what it means. Larger number up front, towed out in the front. Boom, simple, no questions asked. Don't talk to me about it. I'll talk to you about it. How about that? You're the one watching this shit. It ain't me watching it, it's you. So anyways, so yeah, my car's towed out, okay, which I, to be honest, wasn't really expecting that, so that's kind of weird. But my steering wheel being turned this way ever so slightly, theoretically, what I should be doing is towing in just this wheel by itself. But the only problem is that, man, I want to put tie rods on this thing so bad, like upgraded aftermarket joints, like all the other cars have, this one, that one, fucking that one, you know what I'm saying? So I should be able to just tow this in like so minuscule, it's not even funny. And then that should probably get my shit closer to 0 or just a touch toe in. Now, technically speaking, when you do the kind of alignment and stuff, even if you're a touch toe in, because it's all factory rubber bushings, there's deflection, right? So as you drive forward, your wheels will move like this, back and forth. Not by a lot, but by enough, you know what I mean? It's not the same as like having all spherical bearings like my black GTR has, where there's no rubber bushings in that car, like at all, as far as I remember. You know what I mean? So that way, wherever you set the toe is where it pretty much is. Wherever you set the caster, camber, everything is where it stays. Because they're all spherical bearings, they only move, like everything only moves in like one direction. You know what I'm saying? Whereas rubber has a chance of going in all directions because you're absorbing a lot of the impact from the road and whatever else. You know what I mean? So now that I know that I'm toe motherfucking out, I'm gonna toe just this wheel in a touch, and hopefully that just takes care of it. And it's so hard to do because the littlest, you know what I'm saying? The littlest adjustment on this side will make this go a lot, you know what I mean? And it's even worse. So like this car is only 76 inches wide. It's like 76 and a half inches wide is how wide the front of this car is. The black GTR is 83 inches wide. So like, that's a tremendous difference. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, black GTR is like, you know what I'm saying? Boom, baby. Which makes it really hard to get on trailers, by the way, because no trailers are fucking that wide. So it makes it really hard to get on trailers. But yeah, long story short, that's the way this shit goes here. So now I'm gonna make my adjustment over there, and hopefully that's all I need to do.
Blast you like Frank Castle. Tequila sunrise, bloodshot eyes. Realize we all born to die. So get the money, money. Tequila sunrise, bloodshot eyes. Realize we all born to die. So get the money, money, money. I never knew money like this in the palm of my hand till I met the man with man hook up in big plans. Everywhere you look up, he got everybody shook up running for cover. The big bad wolf.
In the unknown levels, the devil with no brake pedals. Stop all this murder, my murder drugs got me cocking the burner. Run up in your house, duct tape on your mouth. Evil shit hitting licks, never a drop. Suicide rate, found out future is not. Lucifer in the flesh, you hear the sound.
Suicide.
Popping these pills and I'm popping these shields. Oxy and arrow crushed up in the bill. Feel like I'm watched by the eyes in the hills. Scarecrow the minute, but scarecrow no panic. Got Polly dragging and they ready to kill. Lil Uzi Captain, he ready to drill. Smoking out, looking out into the bill. Roaches swarm around me as I rise and levitate. I be the snake of Genesis, leading the exodus to an unknown place and claim to say, gathering sheep with the slaughter, don't show them the blade, let them break to the father. This nigga beyond them and up in their veins. The devil and wolf slowly young plague. Tends to be the masquerade, but I ain't mask my face. I pass the blade and that's the trade. This hope for cash and fame. I scratch the names off of my list. I trash the place and get back to my pit of dash and bones and hibernate. My sack of souls ain't gon' escape.
Hypnotize you niggas cause Jay Green got that phone. I'm riding in a steamer with some bodies in a trunk. Jug man, you not the jug.
I was broke, pocket full of lead. Now I'm on the bricks, getting paid like no other dog. Now I'm stacking chips on the road like a trucker, man. Had to take some trips, doing shows for my brothers, but strapped with extra clips, just in case any sucker would wanna run his lips. A female, I don't trust her, cause women like the trips. I stay all by my get it, green hell with some time. Did some crimes that was paid, it seems, still getting mine. All this hate I'm hearing though, I ain't fearing. Better try to be going old man with your cheering. Escalate what a nigga steering. Last days nearing, trying to get it right with God. Only one who I'm fearing, hoping I'ma make it, keep it real. Never do I fake it. Chances for a nigga to get paid, so I take it. Living like a player should, wishing that you could, knowing it's all to the good. Still down with the hood.
This life we live, oh so beautiful, oh it's so beautiful, oh it's so beautiful, oh it's so beautiful. This life we
cousin took a fall. A sad song, seemed like we was just on the phone. Now he gone, people used to try to judge him, say he was wrong, but you can't try to judge a man. You do you wrong, smoking out on a daily basis. I'm in the clouds, drinking liquor, falling on my face, wondering how I survived all this foolishness. Off in the street, riding dirty, I ain't new to this. I'm packing heat, but the streets very hazardous to niggas' health. Watch your step, you ain't Lazarus, you meet your death. I'm the man from the north side of the town.
Alright, so with the alignment on the car, and the video is a little bit weird because I forgot to record some of doing the rear and like some like little bits in other parts here and there, whatever. So the fucking car, so check me out. It's crazy because the car was not only towed out in the front, it was towed out in the rear. So like, I'm like, with the distance that I drive and how many miles I put on the car on these tires, I'm really surprised that the car didn't burn through tires faster. Like, it's going through tires, like there's no question, but just like faster, you know what I mean? So now I've towed in the front and the rear a 32nd, a 16th, give or take, you know what I'm saying? So like, instead of being out, it was out like 3/16 roughly, both front and rear, which is fucking mind-blowing. So now that I'm towed in just a touch, the car rolls easier, it goes easier. Like, I noticed it instantly. I'm taking it on the highway right now, so do a little 60 to 130, see how it feels. We can actually get on the fucking highway. But yeah, so I'm gonna take it on the highway, do a little 60 to 130, and take it easy, transmission. We'll see how things go, baby. So it's gonna sound stupid, however, the car is faster. So you have to imagine that as you're driving, being towed out, your wheels are pointed like this, away from each other. And the faster you go, the more they'll point away because you have rubber bushings. So they'll flex and pull out further. So they'll naturally want to keep spreading out. By having the car towed in slightly front and rear, technically speaking, I forget if I said it already, if it's towed in, as you go faster, the bushings will pull back and it should bring me right around zero or like really close to it. So yeah, the car is definitely faster in a straight line, and it is so much more stable at higher speeds. Like, yeah, did a little pull, you know what I'm saying? The car is mad fucking straight. It's really nice. The steering wheel is still crooked to the right just a touch. And the car still does pull to the right a little bit. So I think that's from the tires, because one side, the front right, ate up tires more than the front left. So I think I have wiped the memory in the tire, so now it's constantly just being weird now, you know what I'm saying? So I mean, to try to combat that, I could probably flip the front tires like one side or the other, and maybe it'll help it a little bit, but until I get new tires, you know what I'm saying? Now I might try to upgrade my front tires to 275s, because 255s now, and the rears are 305s. So I might go 275 in the front, but I'm worried about clearance on fender and shit like that. So right now the front is in a perfect spot where it's about as pushed out as I can be, and I still have clearance. So, and I have to keep in mind that I have to keep a certain size tires height in the front and in the rear. So we're gonna see how it's gonna be. You saw how it was gonna be, how it is, how things be going around, talking about that today, you know what I'm saying, little baby? So yeah, long story short, car feels great. Let's see if my tire wear increases or decreases. Maybe it stays the same, which I'm not even mad about it. And they actually, I mean, they last long for me, you know what I'm saying? So like, I'm used to replacing tires fucking constantly on like the drift cars and shit. So it's like, if I can last like 3-4 months on a set of tires, that's a really long time for me. So yeah, that's it, that's all. We're gonna do some other things, baby. Boom.